I think in terms of the learner experience, we wanted to position ourselves ahead of the curve rather than on the curve or behind the curve. And in that sense, Canvas is proving to be a very exciting product for us. What amazed me was when people got their hands on Canvas, they became very excited very quickly.
Once they saw it, they were very keen to get off the old system and get onto Canvas, and there was a snowball effect.
Canvas has let me do a whole load of little things much better, which has made a massive change in how I teach and facilitate learning.
My first impressions of Canvas was fast. It was very much easier for me as a teacher to be able to put things in and to design web pages in a way that I thought looked smart and neat and simple.
The reception of Canvas has been very, very positive. More academics are using it, people who wouldn't use the old system are using Canvas, and they're trying to do more with it as well. So in a very, very short period of time, we're seeing greater uptake, we're seeing greater engagement.
When I first started using Canvas, I was really impressed with the initial view of it. What I really liked was the fact that all the modules I was involved in, both as a student and as a teacher, were all in one place.
You can be in Canvas but not be in Canvas. It can come to you.
It just emphasises usability and attention to detail. And it's those little things which just make the whole experience of using it easier and more pleasant. It gives you pleasant surprises rather than unpleasant surprises which we might have had in the past.
In the past, there's been a lot of cynicism about using web-based learning platforms, which I think will be overcome by using Canvas.
I'm very pleased to say that the reliability of Canvas has been fantastic. I think another feature of Canvas that we're finding really exciting is the ability to use different types of media to enrich the learning environment.
In terms of moving from the old VLE to Canvas, I think my one big piece of advice is don't feel you need to do it the same way. Canvas opens a whole world of possibilities about how you can deliver learning.
Canvas is allowing us to do more with technology than we've ever been able to do before.
We in Portsmouth are a small city where a number of the students come from really difficult, challenging backgrounds. We have as a college a vision to be a world-class learning enterprise. The technology digital at the heart of this enables the young people especially to believe that they can make a different future and actually go beyond this small island city to affect the world, which they can do.
Highbury is a vocational college and we've got lots of different departments at Highbury, from automotive to engineering to art to fashion, just to name a few. I love seeing students achieve and I love being part of that process to make sure that they reach their full potential, and these aren't hollow words, we really do that here. Our previous VLE was really more an aid for the lecturer, not the student. And you know, it just wasn't ticking what a student needed to be able to do.
We really wanted to ignite the next level of innovation, and we found Canvas, and the response we had was phenomenal. We decided we just had to have this product, and since we've taken it on, we haven't looked back.
Highbury College is all about growth. All about the students getting to where they want to be, where their dreams come true. It's where you come in with a goal, and Canvas, it lets our students have the full capabilities to actually reach that goal.
The beauty of Canvas is the fact that I can access it anywhere. It gives me notifications, so if there's anything new coming up, it just pops up on my phone. I can actually do anything on the go.
All my modules and all my grades, essentially everything to do with the course is being stored on Canvas.
Without Canvas, you're a bit messy.
Canvas for us has been transformational. Our staff loved Canvas. They could see the benefits.
We were nominated for the Outstanding Use of Technology in Learning, and yeah, we won. So that was an absolutely amazing achievement, and the work we did was all on Canvas for that.
We want to be able to use Canvas to its fullest. It's been absolutely brilliant.
It's been just amazing. It's so easy to create engaging content. It's really hard to use Canvas badly. It's going really well. I would hate to go back. I wouldn't go back.
The world's changing so fast. You see Moore's law and the doubling of the possibilities every year. This means we need other ways to educate. If you simply say you're starting in this education now and in 4 years you know this, it doesn't fit anymore because you don't know how the world will look in 4 years. That's a whole other ballgame.
My girlfriend studies at a university and they're learning everything out of a book. Everybody has the same assignment and they don't have a say in what they are going to do. They just have one theory and everybody needs to test that. So the freedom is very limited. What I see here is that we always do something that's real. We always use everything we learn. And I think that's a way better way to learn things. A lot of teachers try to push you to the limit. I think that helps a lot.
What we try to do is have real-life projects which normally has also a product owner which is from outside world, from a company or another organization, to make it meaningful and also give more importance for students. Okay, I'm working on a real thing and not just because my teacher says I have to do it. And I think if you know it for the real deal, you'll be more motivated to do that, or to learn, or to research things, or to do stuff for that.
So what we do is let students define their own goals and their own competence profile and find stuff which fits into that, and that's making them adaptive and resilient to the environment. So they have to hunt for their own stuff. So a student is owner of his own content, its own pace, its own level, its own style and its own data. To deploy these kind of didactics, the physical environment has to be different. Classrooms are on their way out.
I think now the building is more like the way the school is. Now it's really open, a lot of glass, it's open, physical, and you can approach teachers, like it's open in both ways.
Giving them space and freedom to perform at their best, that's trusting in them that they will succeed. And with Delta, well, sometimes you have to kick them out of the building because they are very eager to do more and go the extra mile.
I really love working with students, you can tell. And giving these people such a head start in the world really does it for me. These are students that are going to change things. And if we can get our educational system in such a way that every student or every learner gets to the place where he or she belongs, it will be a massive plus for society.
With the last VLE, we found that it became a bit of a dirty word when people were talking about it in school. So we knew we needed a change. We needed something which was going to be coming in, it was fresh. We wanted a tool which was going to aid learning. We wanted something which could be used in classrooms, used at home. We wanted something which was going to be doing some of the heavy lifting. We looked at lots of different virtual learning environments. Canvas had it all.
Canvas is extremely well received at this school. It has been absolutely fantastic, and I've seen people come out completely energised from their training sessions. They come out thinking, yes, I can do that.
Canvas has given us opportunities we almost didn't dare dream about. It's made us think about the way we do things.
There are different departments using Canvas in very different ways. It's so adaptable to what other people's needs are. It's really made an impact in lots of different areas. What I'm happy about now is these people are starting to become experts in those particular areas, so it's making my job a lot easier as well, because there's people that can go around and teach others.
We've always been a school that shares ideas, but that's happening even more now. The word is spreading about how good you can do certain things with Canvas.
We've got iPads now within PE, which we didn't have before. Because of Canvas, we can now video something and send it directly to Canvas and use that. I could show a good example, a bad example. I've got all this information that I can now use, which I think is fantastic.
We've done many rehearsals now where we've actually organised it on Canvas, and then we've also recorded things and put them into Canvas to use as evidence.
You want to reach out to the students in the right ways as well. You want to see how they're using a system. Smartphones, tablets, whatever they want to be using.
Our classmates are all on Canvas. They all have accounts and we can interchange messages, help each other out. It's brilliant.
I find Canvas exciting. I'm a firm believer that this is something which should positively change our school.
From one-to-one and flipped classroom initiatives to social media and mobile apps, there have never been more tools for teaching and learning. But how do you get all the cool classroom technology without all the complexity? The answer is Canvas, the learning platform that makes teaching and learning easier. Maybe you saw a new app at a conference, or you want to help your pupils collaborate more. With Canvas, you can integrate powerful digital tools into your classroom with just a few clicks. Insert audio or video anywhere with no uploading, rendering, or worrying about compatibility. It's just there, ready for pupils to access from any device. Change a due date or add a new assignment, and it automatically appears everywhere, in the calendar, assessments, curriculum, assignments. So you only have to do things once. And with Canvas's fast and efficient Magic Marker tool, your real-time assessments of live pupil work can be recorded, linked to outcomes, and uploaded to your pupil records all at once. For better pupil tracking and reporting, Canvas's Speed Grader aligns core curriculum and national standards with rubrics and outcomes. The best part? Speed Grader lets you view, mark, or annotate pupil work without ever downloading a file. If you're moving toward formative assessment, Canvas's Learning Mastery Gradebook gives you the option to monitor pupil progress based on standards, not marks. The Learning Mastery for Students tab provides transparency, so pupils and parents can follow academic progress. Now, identifying pupils who need extra help and empowering them to take control of their own learning has never been easier. All the other things you do, like monitoring attendance, creating lesson plans, and managing your classroom, Canvas makes those easier too. And with customizable notifications, Canvas connects everyone, teachers, pupils, parents, administrators, in ways that are engaging and relevant for them. From primary through to secondary school, Canvas provides the platform and tools that make teaching and learning easier for the modern classroom.